You pull into the mechanic's shop, hand over your Volkswagen keys, and walk out an hour later with a bill that feels like it came out of nowhere. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Mechanics who work on Volkswagens every single day know things about these cars that most owners will never find out. Not because the information is hidden in some vault, but because nobody ever thinks to ask. And frankly, some of these shops prefer it that way. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. Whether you drive a Golf, a Jetta, a Passat, a Tiguan, or any other model wearing that iconic VW badge, what you're about to hear could save you thousands of dollars, protect your engine, and completely change how you think about your car. Stay with us, because some of these are going to genuinely surprise you. Secret number 1. The oil specification. Your mechanic hopes you never look up. Volkswagen engines are obsessed with oil quality, and most owners have no idea just how particular these engines really are. This isn't a case where any oil that fits the viscosity will do the job. VW engines, especially the turbocharged 4-cylinder units, are engineered with incredibly tight tolerances, and they require oil that meets very specific VW specifications, most commonly the 502.00 or 504.00 standard. When mechanics use generic, off-the-shelf oil that doesn't meet those specs, it might seem fine at first, but over time, it causes sludge buildup, reduces the lubrication film in the turbo, and can lead to premature engine wear. The turbocharger in your VW spins at up to 200,000 RPM, and the only thing standing between it and a very expensive failure is the right oil doing its job properly. Always check that your oil meets the actual VW specification, not just the weight number on the bottle. Secret number 2. The timing chain tensioner that is quietly killing VW engines. There is a timing chain tensioner issue hiding inside many VW engines, and it has been quietly destroying motors for years. The 2.0 TTSI engine, which powers a massive range of VW models, has a known weakness with its timing chain tensioner. The tensioner uses oil pressure to maintain tension on the timing chain. When it fails, and in many of these engines it does eventually fail, the timing chain can skip or jump. When that happens, the engine can suffer catastrophic internal damage in a matter of seconds. The disturbing part is that many mechanics will not bring this up unless you specifically ask, because diagnosing and replacing it before it fails is a job that costs real money. But it costs a fraction of what a new engine costs. If you own one of these engines and you're past 60,000 miles and have never had this looked at, it's worth a conversation. Secret number 3. The DSG service that dealerships conveniently forget to mention. The DSG dual-clutch transmission in your Volkswagen needs a service that most people completely skip, and dealerships are not exactly shouting about it from the rooftops. The DSG is one of the cleverest gearboxes ever put into a mass-market car. It's fast, smooth, and efficient, but it operates with its own dedicated mechatronic unit and its own fluid, and that fluid breaks down over time. VW's official position has shifted over the years on service intervals, but many experienced VW specialists will tell you that the fluid and filter should be changed somewhere around the 40,000-mile mark, or every 4 years. When the DSG fluid degrades, you start to feel hesitation, shuddering, and jerky shifts, symptoms that are often misdiagnosed as transmission failure when they're really just a fluid service that's long overdue. Secret number 4. The free 2-minute fix that shops bill you hundreds for. Your Volkswagen's throttle body has a secret reset procedure, and it can fix all kinds of rough, idle, and hesitation issues without replacing a single part. The electronic throttle body on VW models learns its calibration points over time. When the battery is disconnected, when certain software updates happen, or simply after a lot of miles, that calibration can drift. The result is an engine that stumbles at idle, hesitates when you tip into the throttle, or just feels generally off. The fix is a throttle body adaptation procedure, carried out through a diagnostic interface. It takes minutes and costs almost nothing, yet plenty of shops will recommend cleaning or replacing the throttle body, parts and labor, when all the car actually needed was a recalibration. Always ask whether the adaptation has been performed before agreeing to any throttle body work. Secret number 5. The brake fluid problem that could fail you in an emergency. Volkswagen uses a brake fluid that absorbs moisture over time, and when that moisture reaches a certain level, your braking performance quietly degrades in a way you might not even notice until you really need the brakes to work. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it naturally pulls moisture from the air. As moisture content rises, the boiling point of the fluid drops. In normal driving, this doesn't matter much, But in hard braking situations, on a long downhill, in an emergency stop, or during spirited driving, that lower boiling point means the fluid can vaporize inside your brake lines, causing a spongy, fading pedal right when you need solid braking most. VW recommends changing brake fluid every 2 years regardless of mileage, and that interval is there for a very good reason. Many shops will skip mentioning it because it's a small-ticket service, but it's one of the most safety-critical maintenance items on the car. Secret number 6. The EPC warning light that mechanics use to overcharge you. The EPC warning light on your Volkswagen's dashboard is one of the most misunderstood warning lights in the entire automotive world, and mechanics sometimes use that confusion to their advantage. EPC stands for Electronic Power Control, and it's essentially a master alert that can be triggered by dozens of different faults. A faulty throttle body, a bad brake light switch, a failing ABS sensor, a MAF sensor issue, and many others. When that light comes on, the correct first step is to pull the fault codes with a proper diagnostic tool. But some shops will tell you straight away that the throttle body or some other major component has failed, quote you a significant repair, and proceed before doing the proper diagnostic work. If your EPC light comes on, insist on seeing the actual fault codes before any work is authorized. Secret number 7. The water pump hidden inside your engine that nobody warns you about. Volkswagen's water pump on the 2.0T engine is driven by the timing belt, not the serpentine belt, and this one fact has enormous implications for your maintenance schedule and your wallet. Because the water pump is internal, running off the same belt that drives the camshafts, it has to come out when the timing belt comes out. That means if your water pump starts to fail anywhere near a timing belt service, you absolutely want to replace them together. The parts cost is incremental at that point because the labor is already being done. However, if your water pump fails between timing belt services, you're looking at paying for the full teardown all over again. Mechanics who work on a lot of VWs know this, and the smart ones will tell you up front. The ones who don't mention it might be counting on a second visit. Secret number 8. The free software update, sitting on VW's servers right now for your car. There is a software update, often called a software flash or ECU remap, that Volkswagen has issued for various models over the years that can meaningfully improve throttle response, shift quality, and even fuel economy. These updates are sometimes rolled out quietly through technical service bulletins rather than announced as formal recalls. Your car might be sitting there right now with software from 3 years ago when a better version is available and free. Many owners go years without ever knowing these updates exist because they only come up if you specifically ask, or if a diligent service advisor checks your VIN against the current bulletin list. The next time your VW goes in for any service, ask the technician to check whether there are any outstanding software updates for your specific vehicle. Secret number 9. Carbon buildup, the silent engine killer, that starts on day 1. The carbon buildup problem on direct injection VW engines is real, it's serious, and it starts accumulating from almost the first day you drive the car. Here's why it happens. In a traditional port-injected engine, fuel is sprayed into the intake port, and it washes over the intake valves on its way into the cylinder. That fuel acts as a natural solvent, keeping the valves clean. In a direct injection engine like the TSI units in most modern VWs, fuel is injected directly into the cylinder, bypassing the intake valves entirely. That means oil vapors from the crankcase ventilation system coat the intake valves and bake onto them over time, with nothing to wash them off. The result is thick carbon deposits that restrict airflow, cause misfires, and reduce power. The fix is an intake cleaning service, either a walnut shell blasting procedure or a chemical decarbonization. It's a real service that makes a real difference, and on high-mileage direct injection VWs, it's not optional. Secret number 10. The TPMS reset step that nobody does and everyone should. The tire pressure monitoring system on your Volkswagen is not the same as on many other cars, and resetting it incorrectly, or not resetting it at all after a tire change, can cause persistent warning lights that send people straight to the dealer for no good reason. VW uses an indirect TPMS system on many models, meaning it doesn't rely on pressure sensors inside the wheels. Instead, it uses the ABS wheel speed sensors to detect when one tire is rotating at a slightly different rate than the others, which indicates it's underinflated. After any tire rotation, inflation adjustment, or new tire installation, the system has to be reset through the vehicle's infotainment menu or instrument cluster. Many shops forget this step, or simply don't know it's necessary, and the customer drives away with a warning light that causes unnecessary concern and unnecessary trips back to the shop. Secret number 11. The AWD fluid. Nobody changes until the Haldex unit destroys itself. Volkswagen's Haldex all-wheel drive system, used in models like the Golf R, the Tiguan, and various Audi models on the same platform, has an oil and filter that requires regular changes, and almost nobody changes it on time. The Haldex unit is the rear differential coupling that decides how much power goes to the rear wheels. It contains a pump, clutch packs, and a small but vital supply of its own oil. That oil degrades with heat and use, just like any other fluid in the car. When it's neglected, the clutch engagement becomes sluggish, the AWD system response slows down, and eventually the Haldex unit itself can fail, a repair that runs into several $1,000s. The fluid service is relatively inexpensive and straightforward. VW specialists generally recommend doing it every 30,000 to 40,000 miles, but many owners of AWD VWs have never heard of it. Secret number 12. The cheap plastic, part that gets misdiagnosed as engine failure. The PCV system, positive crankcase ventilation, on turbocharged VW engines is a known failure point that causes all kinds of symptoms, gets misdiagnosed constantly, and leads to unnecessary parts replacements. The PCV system routes blow-by gases from the crankcase back into the intake manifold. On the 2.0 TTSI engine, the PCV is integrated into a plastic component that sits on top of the engine. Over time, the plastic diaphragm inside cracks or hardens and fails to seal properly. When it fails, you get oil consumption, rough idle, a check engine light, sometimes blue smoke from the exhaust, and in some cases, the car will pull oil straight from the crankcase into the intake. These symptoms look like bigger problems: piston rings, valve stem seals, turbo failure. But very often, the actual culprit is a PCV diaphragm that costs a fraction of those repairs. Secret number 13. VW's official oil change. Interval is too long and mechanics know it. Volkswagen's official service interval for oil changes is actually longer than what most experienced VW mechanics recommend, and following the factory schedule too closely can shorten your engine's life. VW's oil change intervals, particularly on turbocharged models, can stretch to 10,000 miles or beyond under the long life service program. In ideal conditions, highway driving, moderate temperatures, quality fuel, that might be acceptable. But in real-world conditions, particularly stop-and-go city traffic, short trips, hot climates, or spirited driving, the oil degrades much faster. Turbochargers are especially hard on oil. Many VW specialists who have seen the insides of a lot of these engines recommend oil changes every 5,000 miles on turbo models, or at least every 6 months. It's cheap insurance against some very expensive problems. Secret number 14. Your sunroof drains are clogged and water is already planning its route. The sunroof drains on your Volkswagen are almost certainly clogged right now, and if they stay clogged, water will eventually find its way inside the car in ways that cause damage that is neither cheap nor simple to fix. Every VW with a sunroof has 4 drain tubes, one in each corner of the sunroof tray, that channel rainwater down through the pillars and out under the car. These tubes collect debris, gunk, and mineral deposits over time and eventually block. When they block, water overflows the tray and seeps into the headliner, down the A and C pillars, and sometimes into the footwells or into the ECU housing. Water damage inside a modern VW can mean soaked insulation, mold, corroded connectors, and ruined electronics. Clearing the sunroof drains is a simple maintenance item that takes minutes with a thin piece of wire or low-pressure air. Almost no one does it until it's too late. Secret number 15. Dirty injectors are robbing your engine and shops won't tell you. First, the fuel injectors on high-mileage VWTs. I-engines develop deposits that reduce their spray pattern quality over time, and this is a cause of rough running and poor economy that gets overlooked in favor of more expensive diagnoses. Fuel injectors work by spraying a very precise, atomized mist of fuel into the combustion chamber. When deposits form on the injector tips, from fuel quality, heat cycles, and normal use, that spray pattern becomes irregular. Instead of a fine mist, you get larger droplets and uneven distribution. The combustion quality drops, fuel economy decreases, and the engine can develop a slight misuse on one or more cylinders. An injector cleaning service, either in-car through a pressurized chemical process or with the injectors removed and professionally cleaned on a flow bench, can restore a lot of that performance. It's far cheaper than injector replacement, but it's also a service that generates less revenue for the shop, so it doesn't always get suggested first. Secret number 16. Replace your battery without this step and your electrics will go haywire. Your Volkswagen's battery is connected to a battery management system, and if you replace the battery without registering the new one to the car's ECU, you will experience all kinds of strange electrical behavior that will seem completely unrelated to the battery. Modern VWs monitor battery health continuously. The ECU tracks the battery's age, capacity, and charge state to manage the alternator output intelligently. When you put a new battery in without performing the coding procedure, typically done through a VCDS or ODIS diagnostic tool, the ECU still thinks it's working with the old degraded battery. It keeps the alternator in a mode suited for the old battery, which can undercharge or overcharge the new one. The result is shortened battery life, potential alternator issues, and strange glitches with the start-stop system, the radio, the windows, and other electronics. This step takes about 5 minutes with the right equipment and makes an enormous difference. Secret number 17. The technical service bulletins. That VW issues and never tells you about. Volkswagen produces technical service bulletins, known as TSBs, on a regular basis that address known issues, updated repair procedures, and improved parts. These are not recalls, which means there's no legal obligation to notify you about them, and many owners never find out they exist. TSBs cover everything from software updates to revised component specifications to acknowledged problems with specific parts. They are available to any dealer or independent shop subscribed to the VW technical database. When you bring your car in for an issue, a thorough technician will check the TSB database first to see if VW has already identified the problem and provided a revised fix. A less thorough technician will just start diagnosing from scratch. Before authorizing any significant repair, ask your mechanic whether they have checked for relevant technical service bulletins related to your complaint. That one question can save you time, money, and repeat visits. Secret number 18. The cold start habit that is slowly destroying your turbo every morning. The long-term reliability of your Volkswagen has far more to do with how it's driven during warm-up than most owners realize, and the habits that quietly kill these engines are also the most common habits among everyday drivers. The turbocharged engines in modern VWs build oil pressure quickly, but they take longer to reach full operating temperature. During that warm-up period, the oil is thicker, the tolerances are tighter, and the turbocharger bearings are not yet receiving fully warmed, properly viscous lubrication. Flooring it from a cold start, even briefly, sends the turbo spinning at maximum speed before conditions are right. Equally important is the cool-down period. After any hard driving, the turbocharger needs time to cool before you shut the engine off. If you park immediately after pushing the car, the oil in the turbo bearing housing boils and cokes, baking into deposits that restrict oil flow and cause bearing wear over time. Just a minute or two of gentle driving before shutting down makes a real difference across the life of the engine. The bottom line: Volkswagen builds some genuinely impressive machines. Clever engineering, strong performance, a driving character that's hard to replicate at the price. But like any sophisticated piece of machinery, these cars reward the owners who understand them and quietly punish the ones who don't. Everything we've covered today, from the oil specification to the timing chain tensioner, from the DSG fluid to the sunroof drains, from the battery coating to the warm-up habits, none of it is complicated once you know about it. The mechanics who work on these cars every week already know all of this. Now you do too. Take this information, apply it to how you maintain and drive your VW, and you'll be giving your car the best possible chance at a long, trouble-free life. If this helped you, share it with a fellow VW owner, because this is exactly the kind of information that doesn't get passed around nearly enough. Drive well, take care of your machine, and we'll see you in the next one.